Aiden and Nick Merckx, Chap and 72 Hours, Nate Hill and Funk Bomb. We all know these duos from their amazing performances in the skirmishes, but none were as famous and iconic as Tfue and Cloakzy. It was October 28, 2018, the finals of the Fall Skirmish Series, Twitchcon. Tfue and Cloakzy breezed through the qualifiers and now sat in a position to potentially win around $500,000. Many had Tfue and Cloakzy as their favorites to win it all, but many also questioned if they were going to live up to the hype. Is Tfue and Cloakzy really the best duo in the game?
Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
It is time. Game number 1 of the Fall Skirmish Grand Finals, live from Twitchcon. It's standing room only, 100 of the best Fortnite players in the world, and the battle bus has launched. Good luck to all. Make some noise.
Game 1. We see right away that Tfue and Cloak has dropped in their favorite spot, Westworld. This is essential, as this is the drop that they have been practicing for a long time. Here, they won't be contested by anyone, their loot will be good, and they will have a good rotation using the rifts. Fast forward to the final non-moving zone, Tfue and Cloakzy have an almost perfect spot with almost perfect loot. They are right in the middle of the zone, with 2 rift to goes, 1 launch pad, 10 small shields, 3 big pots, and even a medkit and 15 bandages for a heal off. Everything seems all well, all until we realize who is near them.
The number of teams now that are in line of sight of each other it's going to be insane. You have Funk Bomb, Nate Hill here. We cut across. They're just outside the zone. They're going to have to rotate northwest ever so gently, sharing the ammunition.
It is fellow FaZe members Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, and Nate Hill has a sniper rifle. As Tfue and Cloak try to rotate to the next zone, they get themselves caught in an AR fight.
Cloak and Tfue. Shots coming from multiple directions while they're editing holes, windows, and walls to try and take shots of their own. Looking for parties rotating away. 87 medium ammo. A handful of shotgun shots. Tfue gets sniped. 39.
In the split second that the wall disappeared, Nate managed to sneak in a sniper shot, hitting Tfue in the head and knocking him. This forces Cloak to use a rift to go, as a storm is coming and he is being spammed. All hope seems lost, as Cloak has to try and win this all by himself now. We go a long time not seeing our star, but with 14 people left, hope is restored when we see Cloak's name pop up in the kill feed. We see here that Cloak holds the mid ground with around 180 health.
Multiple eliminations as well, with getting him and Tfue a point. Pate and Dementos on the high ground. It's all going to come down to this. 8 players left. A quick shotgun tag comes in. Satan Morgossi still playing, looking on down. No materials left. They're going to have to chase. He looks for any bit of damage he can get. He takes some fall damage as well. The stink drops him down to just 10 HP. He's going to float down the mountain. Everyone on one ramp. It's all out warfare. As he's down to 31 health. Floating to the low ground. These stinks are so good in this last zone.
Might spell defeat there.
You've got Saint now playing the high ground. He's got to reload. Cloakzy's still in this too.
4 players left.
Oh, he's got this. He's got to have this.
After popping off in the low ground, Cloak realizes that he can't win the game, and so he secures a kill with his AR.
I think he knows he's got it. There's no way. Cloakzy's done all he can. Cloakzy's done all he can. That's it though.
Make some noise.
Pate and Dementos win the game, but Cloak gets him and Tfue a lot of points.
They get it done, but you know what? Cloakzy's hyped by himself. The man goes all the way to top 2 with, I believe, he had like 5 for you. The game 1 standings. Let's see who's on top. Where do we stack up in this ridiculous Fortnite lobby? Right at the top, it's Cloakzy and Tfue.
No surprise there. The gentleman from FaZe showing absolute dominance during Heat 1 and doing the same thing here.
Got 6 limbs on his own. Tfue dropped.
4 points for that team. Up there. You see all these POVs all at the same time. Jack, that's a lot of information to take in. Actually, one thing I'm noting though, if they're not still floating.
Right away we see Cloakzy dropping in a Westworld. We can assume that Tfue's coming along with him. With the zone moving, Tfue and Cloakzy use a launch pad in the low ground to rotate.
Payne on the low ground alongside Tfue and Cloakzy. Tfue trying to inch forward. The storm still pushing.
While trying to rotate, Tfue gets caught in the storm, and so he drops down low to heal up. Instead of using the slurp, he gives this to Cloak and uses the medkit himself. This is because due to Cloak's loadout and shield, he can play more aggressive while Tfue can just AR spray.
Play here looking to secure Cloak is basically a tank in this situation, trying to top him off as much as he can, while Tfue uses the medkit.
Top 13. Tfue and Cloakzy still alive. Remember, coming into this, they were already first in points after game 1. There's one for Cloakzy. 11 players now left. How about another as more begin to drop on down? He's going to grapple up to the high ground. Snood on the high ground as well. He's got no walls!
After killing Snood and Tfue, Tfue makes the mistake of gliding down instead of waterfalling. He gets shot due to this and gets knocked. Yet again, it is up to Cloakzy to clutch up.
Can he clutch up? He got second in game 1 by himself. 27 seconds remaining. You see, everyone else is so weak, you've got to think this is Cloakzy's game to take. He's got the medal.
He maintains high ground, using the AR to get some picks. With no mats left, he gets dropped and rocked by Marksman.
Oh no, Marksman! Clutches it out. No, second place. Dementos wins it with 12 HP. I thought Marksman had it. I thought he did. As we hop on in, Byron. Them right to you. No, okay, because of the victory royale.
There it is.
Dementos and Pate will now take that top spot, having that tiebreaker, even though they have, what, 6 less elims than Cloakzy and Tfue. It's the victory royale tiebreaker that makes a difference.
Back-to-back for Dementos and Pate, which is huge. 7 points on the board.
Yet again, Pate and Dementos win. FaZe fans filled with doubt, as now, Tfue and Cloak were second, behind them.
Make it 3 in a row.
Not nervous at all. Easy.
So in that 3 in a row, we have not seen 3 match wins in a row. Can the Latvian and the Norwegian do it? We'll see. Back to you, Courage and Lupo.
Than anybody else. Even Tfue and Cloak right here. Cloak building up as he's ramping back up to the bridge there. He's going to go for the glide in to Tfue. Going to grab that slurp up top. And if you're a FaZe supporter here in San Jose, make some noise, please.
Cloakzy and Tfue get a lucky zone, as this is just outside Westworld. They take over this little house, replacing the walls and recycling materials.
They have 6 elims combined right now?
Yep. Any sort of placement point, they're not close enough right now, which means if they get the elimination, Perfect Tilt gets a knock on Provoked in the feed there, gets the elim. That's number 7, which gives them 3 points from this game, but Tfue and Cloak are there too. They're going to have to look out.
After spraying down a duo, they upgrade their loot and gather more materials from this.
Upgrade for both weapons right there. The heavy shotgun in hand, the epic assault rifle in hand. You've got a rocket launcher you can pick up if you'd want to as well. 2 slurps right now for Cloakzy. I mean, you'd expect him to drop one. No, Tfue's already got one ticking, and they have a rift to go. How?
Absolutely.
How do these guys always have all this?
No idea. Down from Perfect Tilt. Yep. Every single elimination.
They then recycle someone else's rift, saving them from using their own.
They're going to save the rift to go as well.
They're using another team's rift to go. The number of players in the air right now.
Love to see another day. Oh my gosh.
Smack dab in the middle of the group here. This Storm smearing players off at the bottom. I expect the Storm to claim a number of players in just a moment here.
Here we see Tfue using a rift to go. He could have saved this for later for better positioning and just rotated manually.
Going down here to the Storm. One of the roughest zones we've seen so.
He's going to drop to the zone. Tfue and Cloakzy still alive. Tfue still has a slurp to use. Hasn't had a chance to use it yet. And now he's down to the low ground.
Realizing that he can't really pop the slurp right now, he rotates more in to use it.
There you go, slurp now being popped. We'll stand.
Still with an X.
Even though Cloakzy can easily edit and kill these other players, he chooses to pop the slurp because he knows he can't really pop it later.
Coming out, tries to get that, but it looks like Goshan actually picks that.
Goshan's down 5 elims himself, and look at 3 players in the high ground.
Flame, the FPS, all up top. Cloakzy, the shotgun on Goshan there. Picks up his 3rd elim. Gets a med kit off there. The FPS pushing in.
Funk Bombs is trying to heal. Oh, Flame's got everything.
Gets the knock.
But Flame's got everything you ever need too. Cloakzy's trying to shoot down this top side so they can't heal. Can they do it? There's just 3 players left. They're dropping him on down. Will they be able to out-survive this zone? They're floating. Tfue's now knocked. He can't use his heals. Cloakzy ticking on down, just 20 health remaining, gets 1! Who wound up winning it? Cloakzy's down on the low ground as well, I believe. They got it, they did!
Won! Are you kidding me? The last second push out into the Storm may have changed that game from a 3rd or 2nd to a 1st place for Victor Royale. $50,000 for the gentleman from FaZe, Jack.
Cloakzy can do no wrong today.
Realizing that other players are trying to win via heal off, Cloakzy Storm pushes, wishing for the best. This clutch play is what won them the game.
today. Here's a look at our standings.
No surprise, Jack.
My
17 eliminations.
God.
A 6-point dominant lead from Cloakzy and Tfue, from FaZe, Dementos, and Peyton second. We've got only a handful of teams thus far, 3 games deep.
Tfue and Cloakzy dominated Game 3, giving them a 6-point lead. From here on out, everyone just knew that Tfue and Cloakzy would win. Game 4 was quiet for Tfue and Cloakzy, as Cloak died early. Tfue couldn't really do much alone. Game 5 ended with Cloak having 6 kills and placing high, earning more points for the duo. Game 6 was similar, with Cloak dropping 3 and placing high. Their performances in the final 3 games were not as epic as the first 3, but this did not matter. In the end, it was still Cloakzy and Tfue who brought home the $400,000 prize money. With 28 kills and 17 points, they didn't just win the tournament, but also got the prize money for the most eliminations. This amazing performance will go down as one of the greatest in Fortnite history, and explains why Tfue and Cloakzy is the best duo in the game.